Bye. What's good, YouTube? You know what I'm saying? It's your boy K Curry coming to another video, man. Today, we are reacting to the day Caitlin Clark demolishes her biggest rival. Now, as you see in the title, or not in the title, as you see in the thumbnail, they're playing the Chicago Sky. And you know, that's the Angel Reese thing. I don't know what game this was. I know they played them a couple times. I'm not for sure which game this was, but we finna find out.
So, here's Aaliyah Boston stealing the ball and finding Caitlin Clark on the break. But as soon as she's about to build up a head of steam, Diamond the Shields just bulldozed her
what
out
the
of nowhere
heck?
And even laughed it off afterward, as if she had done nothing.
Nah, that wasn't even no basketball play, bro. Go back. Come on. You gotta tighten up.
Nowhere. And even laughed it off afterward, Caitlin Clark on the break. But as soon as she's about to build up a head of steam, Diamond the Shields just bulldozed her out of nowhere and even laughed it off afterward, as if she had done nothing.
That's not even a basketball play, bro. That's crazy. Blatant. And then she's smiling at that. That was a blatant foul. Like, that's not even defense. Like, what are you doing? What are you trying? What were you thinking in your head? Like, come on, dude. Tighten up.
Meanwhile, Caitlin seems already used to this kind of treatment, as she just stands up and walks away. However, it didn't stop her from blurting out sweet nothings on the Shields. Cause you see, that was actually the third time she fouled her hard in just 38 seconds.
Look at the score. They getting their ass whooped. Oh my, 96 to 7. Oh my god, they got their ass whooped that game.
Third time she fouled her hard in just 38 seconds. Much to the approval and support of the biggest Caitlin Clark hater of all time.
Here she goes.
I mean, this was not just a random act of violence.
What did she say? Oh my gosh, Cheryl Swoop, go sit your ass down. Damn, she be pissing me off. She says, heads up, kid. Hate will not win. You are covered, and ain't nothing these evil people can do about that. All up. Shut up, Cheryl. Damn. Shut up, man. With that shit. Nobody want to hear that. Golly. You sit there and blatantly foul somebody. Man, Cheryl, I'm tired of her.
Clark hater of all time. I mean, this was not just a random act of violence directed at CC, because based on this interesting stat right here, 17% of the WNBA's flagrant fouls this season have been committed against Caitlin, and weirdly enough, 80% of those came from Angel Reese and her Chi team. This was the last matchup between the Sky and the Fever this season, and it's pretty clear that the close battles of Angel Reese are trying their best to take out Caitlin, so she would not have any
That was the first game right there. I do remember. That's how that whole thing started. I do remember that game right there for sure when Kennedy Carter did that. I don't know what in the world made her do that. Like, I have no clue. Because that was the first time I was introduced to Kennedy Carter when that happened. I'm like, who is this girl? Why did she even do that? Like, that was unnecessary. Like, what was all the pushing for? You know what I'm saying? Like, I can understand being competitive, but you just blatantly, like, you're not even being competitive at that point. You just fouling.
It's crazy. The Rookie of the Year award. And see, not only players like the Shields are looking to put Caitlin out of the race, because recently, ESPN released their latest rookie rankings. And in that article, they put Angel Reese at the #1 spot over Caitlin. Even though everybody knows that CC has better stats overall than Reese this season, and the Fever has a better win-loss record than the Sky. I mean, heading to this highly anticipated clash, the Rookie of the Year race was somehow considered to be pretty much a toss-up between Caitlin and Angel Reese, which is why there's no doubt in anyone's mind that whoever comes up on top in this particular game would surely take home the Rookie of the Year trophy. Anyway, with that being said, let's quickly jump right into the action. Caitlin starts things off by showcasing her vision as she locates Nalissa Smith for the uncontested bucket underneath.
That's a good pass.
Then, she hops in for a three, coming off a brush screen from AB. Before blowing by her defender here to finish all the way to the hole. CC was on the roll early, and moments later, she wowed the crowd with back-to-back mind-blowing dimes. First, she sets up Kelsey Mitchell for their patented backdoor play, and after stealing the ball from Angel Reese, CC threads the needle here with this bounce pass to Temi on the run, who then converted the and one. Caitlin played the entire first quarter and finished with 5 points, 2 rebounds, and 3 assists, while Angel Reese, on the other hand, was hitting the side of the backboard to end up with 2 points. Anyway, in the second frame, Caitlin starts to heat up early.
She gotta develop a game. She gotta develop her game. Hopefully she develop like a more consistent shot, Angel. I ain't gonna lie, cause I don't want to see her fail, but her like offensive bag is not like, she is very limited. Like real, like she can rebound, but her offensive bag is not. It's not up to par.
As she hits back-to-back triples to put the Fever ahead.
First quarter, Clark again. Heating up.
Then, after that, she throws a touchdown pass to Erica Wheeler before feeding Damaris Dantas for the foul line jumper.
And Dantas from the elbow.
Cece was clearly in the zone midway through the second, and she continued to roll by hitting Mitchell with another backdoor pass, before turning on her Jets for another quick finish at the rim.
Score, and you think that's your time to take a breather.
The Fever built a 5-point lead at the half, with Caitlin dropping 15 points, 7 assists, and 3 rebounds on 3 of 5 shooting from distance. Meanwhile, her fierce rookie rival settled only with 4 points and 6 rebounds and 4 turnovers after 20 minutes of play. With the way their numbers were trending, it's pretty clear who has the advantage in this head-to-head matchup. And see, things would just turn from bad to worse for Reese from here on out, as Caitlin completely dominated and owned Angel and the Sky during the entire second half. I mean, check this out. So here's Caitlin bringing down the ball, and after looking to attack, she just slams the brakes and cooks her defender with this nasty step-back 3.
Points in the first half.
That was a mismatch for sure.
Now, after that, Caitlin did almost the exact same thing, except that she got clipped and earned the 3 points from the charity stripe. Then, a couple of possessions later, she draws a bunch of bodies to free up Nalissa Smith, who hit a one-handed runner. And, to close things out, Caitlin finds Temi on the short roll, who then swings it to Dantas for the wide-open 3-ball. The Fever blows up their lead to 14 points after 3 quarters, with Caitlin adding 8 points and 2 assists to her total output. Now, on the other hand, Angel Reese only scored 1 point on 2 attempts, while logging a negative 4+ rating in the same quarter. Anyway, it's pretty much a done deal by the fourth quarter, as the Fever maintains their lead throughout the rest of the way behind Caitlin's brilliance. I mean, here she is toying with Reese and Sky's defense, as she locates AB at the free throw line, and then she served up Lexi Hull, aka Lexi Hustle, with back-to-back 3-point bombs.
Now I remember this game now.
Before she followed up with one of her own to really put this one out of reach.
38%. Caitlin Clark, another 3.
With less than 4 minutes left on the clock, the game was already in the books. But right before the Fever could take Caitlin off the floor, the Shields just blasted CC out of nowhere, with the clear intention of hurting her in the process.
Here's Clark.
She was not going for the ball. There's no way.
That vicious attack was eventually upgraded to a flagrant one. And as Caitlin headed to the bench, she embarrassed Reese and the rest of her crew by hyping up the Chicago crowd, sending a strong message that she owned them at their own house.
Game of the season.
And they cheering too. That's a crazy thing. They really cheering. That is crazy.
Enemy territory gets this kind of salute as she the game.
Now, just when you think things couldn't get worse for the Chicago Sky, they actually stoop to all-time lows just to show how desperate they are when it comes to upstaging Caitlin Clark. I mean, right after the Fever pulled out their starters, the Sky, on the other hand, left Angel Reese on the floor to pad her stats up. And see, here's the funny thing. Even though Fever's entire starters were sitting on the bench, while up by 25, Reese was only able to muster 2 points during garbage time against the Fever's third stringers, while trying her very best to grab another quote-unquote double-double.
This is 78-66. Caitlin had 30, 12 assists. There's the double-double queen.
That's funny.
98-78. Caitlin's already on the bus. Caitlin's already back in Indiana.
so that's why the Chicago coach got fired, I believe, right? Because she was letting Angel like pad her stats and stuff. I don't know, something like that.
Oh, another double-double.
Sure, Reese was hailed as the queen of rebounds and double-doubles by the end of the game, as she notched 11 boards to go along with 10 points. But see, this is just downright silly and utterly meaningless if you compare it to what Caitlyn has put up. I mean, CC dropped 31 points, 12 assists, and 4 rebounds in that game, on 57% shooting from the field and 55.6% from downtown. Like, at this point, we should already stop the debate on who's going to be the Rookie of the Year, because it's clear as day that Caitlyn leads by a mile in the race, especially with how this latest matchup turned out. See, the only thing that Reese is good at is rebounding, and the only reason why she's killing it on the boards is that most of it comes from her own misses, as she can't even make easy shots from point-blank range. Reese still has a lot of work to do to round out her game and become a more complete player, especially when it comes to finishing around the rim and expanding her mid-range
That
game.
layup right there was disgusting. Hold on.
Especially when it comes to finishing around the rim and expanding her mid-range game. And with that said, this is exactly why Caitlyn is the better player overall, as she can do a lot more things and brings more stuff to the table with her scoring, playmaking, and leadership. Anyway, with that monster performance against the Sky, I think it's time we put the Rookie of the Year race in the rear view, because we know that Caitlyn already has it in the bag, and start putting out her name into the MVP conversation instead, because she has the numbers as well as the winning record to back it all up.
Oh yeah, man. So you already know Caitlyn Carter by now is already Rookie of the Year. She already got Rookie of the Year. Shout out to Caitlyn, man. I enjoyed this video. I do remember this game though. They got stumped. That game really did solidify her like as being Rookie of the Year, because they got Chicago Sky got blew out. With Chicago Sky, let me tell you what the downfall of Chicago Sky. When they lost Marina Mabry, it was over. Literally, they lost. Like 15 points. Her offense, she was killing, man. She could really shoot the ball. Soon as they lost her, Chicago Sky went downhill after that. And this game definitely solidified Caitlyn Clark as Rookie of the Year for sure. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, I enjoyed this. This was a fun video to watch. That was a funny game to watch too. Like literally crazy. But nah, man, y'all want me to react to anything else, let me know down in the comment section below. Without further ado, man, it's your boy K Curry. Bye. I'm out, man. Woo!